EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And they're going to stop play here. And the injury is to, that's DJ Chark, the receiver, who's in need of some help right now. More from L.A. in a moment. From the 31, here's the second down and 6. Here's Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Herbert throwing again. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Herbert. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To the air again, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
Dobbins. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Herbert. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Here's Rudolph. That's dumped off to Pollard. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 7. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Back to throw, Rudolph. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Deion Henley in there to bring him down. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
Shoves him aside. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Third down and 10. Rudolph. To the sideline and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Eluding the... And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got room past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys. A great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
He gets it over the middle to Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Herbert now. Short throw underneath to Hurst. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. His throw incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Rudolph. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Open man, Westbrook-Akine. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. Rudolph now to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. That didn't appear to be a designed safety blitz. I think he was just going off instinct.
I love the way you described that because I'm thinking along with you. I'm not sure that was designed that way, but he saw an opportunity, gambled a little bit, and made it pay off.
Now it's Herbert. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a 1st down.
Here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. Open man, it's Palmer. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And he'll just get rid of it.
It's just been all-out pressure on this drive. They've already sacked him a couple of times, and now here, he's just forced to chuck this one away.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Rudolph. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going? Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And here's a give to Spears. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
3rd and 3. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here's Rudolph. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. That finds the former Jaguar, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He finds his man, Pollard. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Rudolph. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Rudolph. He completes it to Boyd. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. They'll run with Pollard. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Rudolph. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Here's Herbert. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And some room to run now. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Facing short yardage on 3rd down, but he was able to pick up a very sizable gain.
He certainly was, and I think that maybe they were fooled a little bit because you and I both know this is a passing league, and that's not normally a running down, and they fooled him with it. Safety had to make the play. Otherwise, he's still running, and the next thing, he runs right into the goalpost.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. He stiff arms him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Will Disley from 21 yards away. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point try now from Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10. Rudolph looking to throw it. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here's 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
The Chark goes in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And this offense on 3rd down today, as close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man is Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Play action. It's Herbert. That's again complete to Palmer. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Sebastian Joseph Day picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So now the Titans down by 7, 2:09 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a 1st down. Now it's Rudolph. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Back to throw, Rudolph. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here comes 2nd down. Throwing here, Rudolph. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for him.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them. They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now Rudolph. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's 2nd down and 3. Rudolph. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That sack by Khalil Mack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Here now, 3rd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
And this offense needs a touchdown. A field goal won't get it done in this situation. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, things are looking a little bit bleak.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Rudolph now to throw. He's got room at the 30. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.